Sleep is what puts an end to the day. Sleep is the only time a person is freed from the need to think about anything and the need to feel anything. I could wax poetic about vague recollections of time spent in the womb, but in any case, lying in bed like this felt nice and cozy. Therefore, upon being awoken in the middle of the night, irritation was the very first thing I felt. I opened my eyes. Wah! I had expected to see Michiru, but it was actually Crow by the side of my bed. She stood there with an expression so listless, for a moment I actually did think she was a ghost. What are you doing? And what's with those clothes? Nah, it looks cute. I wouldn't say they're weird. Cute seems more accurate. I almost wanted to ask her to go, "Nya," but she probably wouldn't wear that outfit again if she got self-conscious about it, so I held that thought. In any case, I grabbed the phone which lay beside my pillow. The screen glowed in the darkness like a firefly. It was 2 in the morning. You're up early, or have you been awake this whole time? I meant that as a joke, but Crow gave me a serious nod. How to sleep? Crow stood there quietly and fidgeted nervously. Did she mean, are you insinuating you want to sleep together with me? I'm joking. After all the time we've spent together, I'm sure you already know that. I rubbed my eyes as I got up. Since it would be too bright, I didn't bother turning on the lights. The air felt tepid and warm, almost like the inside of a fish tank, and bright moonlight streamed in through the window. Even during the wee small hours, the night was alive with the chattering of insects. Yeah, I like the unique atmosphere these hot summer nights have to them. Crow gave a quiet sigh. Even if you don't know how to sleep, surely you must feel tired, right? I believe the correct term for that is loafing. I couldn't help but smile. I guess you're all hyped up from experiencing so many new sensations for the first time, aren't you?
食事や入浴というものはとても興味深いものだった。特に味というのはすごいな。食事はエネルギーへの変換に必要なだけのはずなのに、も複雑で表現しきれない感覚の数々には参った。お主ら人間が食事を生きる上で大事にしていることがよくわかったぞ。
Oh, so that's why you can't sleep. Well, I suppose the quality of life and the quality of food do go hand in hand, so it was pretty important to be grateful for having a well-stocked pantry. Somehow, she sort of reminded me of Didi.
あとはトイレというものも。
Don't talk about that!
なぜだ?
Well, even if part of me is a little curious, we still shouldn't talk about that. I didn't really want to risk discovering a new fetish. Anyway, even if we don't have a reason to stay awake, sometimes we still have days where we can't get to sleep.
そういうものか。
That is so. I gave her a reassuring nod. Since Crow was practically equivalent to a newborn child, even if it kept me from sleeping, I decided it would be best to keep her company for a little while. Since we're up, do you want to go outside?
外?
Even if it is pretty late, we can at least go look at the moon. We went out through the porch and into the garden. Crow followed after me like a duckling following after its mother. The evening air, with no walls around to constrain it, felt much more exhilarating. Though I could feel a slight chill to it. The thought occurred that since I had returned to the early days of summer, the peak of seasonal humidity had yet to come at this time of year. Crow breathed out a sigh of relief. I thought she wanted to talk about something, but she didn't say anything. I didn't want to rush her, so I waited in silence. There was all the time in the world. Crow walked aimlessly through the garden, looking at the ground and the trees around her. Then she stood at the edge of the pond and gazed up at the sky.
月が綺麗だ。
I could die now.
なんだ？
If you don't understand it, then don't worry about it.
そんな虐待もないことばかり言っているから面倒に巻き込まれるのだぞ。
I'll have to watch my tongue then.
後悔せい。
Crow finally cracked a smile at my jesting.
眠れん。いや、わずかにだが眠りには落ちた。だから眠るのが怖いのだ。
What do you mean? After I asked that question, I decided to soften it a little bit. No, I mean, you don't have to explain, but if there's something on your mind, I won't mind hearing you out. If there's something you want to talk about, go ahead and talk about it.
ありがとう。
Returning her gaze to the moon above, Crow nodded obediently. She was too darn cute, but I didn't want to ruin the mood by saying that out aloud.
そう。どう言えばいいのだろう。眠ることそのものが怖かったのではない。目が覚めた時、時間がそのまま続いていたことが怖かったのだ。神でいるうちは物事に意味などなかった。生きていることも死んでいることもどちらも我が輩にとっては等価だった。上も下も成功も失敗も笑顔も悲しみも何もかも興味はあったが価値はなかった。好きな時に好きな可能性を選べば良いだけのものだったからな。それが今は一つにつながってしまっている。眠れば意識のないうちに時間が過ぎる。命がこぼれ落ちていく。終わりが1秒ずつ近づいている。人間にとって時間がこれほど恐ろしいとは思わなかった。いや、分かっているのだ。人がそうやって生きていることは分かっている。
Crow craned her neck skywards in a trance-like state.
月が綺麗だ。
After Crow muttered that to herself, she went quiet. She reminded me of Princess Kaguya awaiting the day when her royal entourage would come for her. I understood now. Crow didn't finish her train of thought, but what she was trying to say was easy to discern. Having been blessed with the gift of life, she had become afraid of death. It was another one of the same type of simple, beautiful anxieties a child would have. Today, Crow had experienced a great deal of wonderful and enjoyable things. Things she'd never had a chance to experience before now. Swaying with the movements of the train, tasting a well-prepared meal, all that could be experienced with the 5 senses. Hence, the thought of all those things being taken away had scared her. I didn't voice my thoughts out loud. I took a deep breath. The night was very, very still, and the early summer air felt quite pleasant.
何か言うことはないのか?
Crow evidently couldn't bear the silence, as she was the first to speak up. Huh? No, there's not much I can say.
おい、少しは悩んでいる我が輩を 慰めようとは思わんのか。
Looks like someone else besides me has a knack for saying useless things too.
お主という人間をずっと見てきたせいでな。
Well, I'm flattered. At least Crow hadn't been there to see all the different ways I could act like a total loser after the incident with Miu. She wasn't the type to wallow in self-pity either. Crow was the type of person who, when reading manga or watching a TV show, would wonder why the protagonist was sitting around agonizing over a problem that could probably be solved in 5 seconds. Though if all the problems in fictional media like that were solved right away, everything went back to normal and everyone lived happily ever after, that wouldn't be very interesting at all. I was serious when I said there's not much I can say about that though. You're not stupid for feeling that way, Crow, and I understand why you don't want to sleep by yourself. So now that you understand what it means to be afraid of something, I guess you could say I'm happy to hear that. I smiled. Crow returned a blank stare.
なるほど。難しいものだ。
Crow returned a slight smile of her own. It seemed a little lonely, though. I guess I much prefer to see girls wearing great, big, summery smiles. I mulled that over while trying not to let Crow see through me. I wouldn't be able to convince her of everything right away. There was no perfect solution to this dilemma of hers, and the longer one we had to search for a solution, the more of a problem it would become. To continue living life despite the dilemmas and regrets carried upon your back, it's only human. I knew I wouldn't be able to convince Crow of that necessity right away, since she had never been human until today. Death is quite a frightening thing. Everyone suffers anxiety about that at some point, but back when I was a kid, how was I able to overcome that anxiety? I couldn't quite remember, but surely it must have been my parents being there for me. I got it. I finally realized what it was that Crow did not have. Crow. I called her name while holding out my hand.
その手はなんだ。
Never mind that. Stick out your hand too.
なんじゃ。似合わぬ猫なで声を出しおって。
More like, I'm being nice about it. I just want you to hold my hand.
お主のことだから、下心があるのだろ。
Oh, chill out. I probably have about 40% malicious intent at most. That still rounds down to 0.
素直すぎるのもどうかと思うぞ。
Having a sigh, Crow hesitantly took my hand. Unlike Michiru, Crow seemed to have quite a high body temperature. The warmth of her touch was just like that of a child. In addition, her hand was slightly trembling. It seemed like she was nervous about touching another human being. What Crow did not have was the warmth of another's touch. When I was a child, it was my parents' physical contact that did more to quell my anxieties than any soft-spoken words could ever do. The unfamiliar touch of my hand made Crow crouch down timidly in place, a perplexed look on her face. Crow, I'll give you a charm to help you sleep.
なんじゃ。
From now on, I'm sure you'll have a lot of fears and a lot of anxieties.
お主は我が輩を不安にさせたいのか？
Not at all. Whenever you may run into those things, I'll be sure to lend you a hand, no matter what. That's a promise. お？
いや、おではない。
What's with you?
なんだこそお主は。あれ？何かおかしいぞ。
What are you freaking out about?
いやいや、お主こそなんだその約束は。
I'm just giving you my word that I'll protect you when things get tough.
そうなのだが。バカ者。
Crow mumbled with a strange sort of expression. but the tension had disappeared from her body and the lines in her face had softened. Alright then, I think we should get back to sleep now.
そうだな。
We held hands as we went back into the house. I glanced up at the evening sky one more time. There was good weather on the horizon. That was something I could be confident in knowing. The next day.
夕べはお楽しみでしたね。
Opening my eyes, I found Michiru beside me this time. Morning.
おはようございます。
As Michiru greeted me, I glanced at my phone. 6:30 a.m., my usual wake-up time. I thought I'd just sleep in since I was up late last night, but Michiru served as a potent alarm clock. Now what was that about a nice night? I asked what she meant once the motor in my brain was running properly.
昨日の夜、クロさんが兄様の部屋を訪れていませんでしたか？
Is that a serious question?
いえ、事実として知っています。
Oh, good. As always, my little sister was the best. And the best thing about her, well, I found my gaze shifting to where her blouse was unbuttoned. She grew up to be nice and healthy, all right. If it bothered you, then you could have said something to Crow.
知りたいことがありましたので。
Something you wanted to know?
クロさんのことではなく、兄様がクロさんのことをどう考えているのかなと。
Now I get it. She wasn't worried about Crow. She just mentioned her name to gauge my reaction. In that case, it's just as you heard.
まるで妹か娘のような扱いでしたが。
I scratched my cheek.
兄様は女心が分かっておりませんわ。
After receiving Michiru's strange criticism, I got dressed, ate breakfast, and steeled myself in case I had to feel her wrath once again. Now that I think of it, it's been a long time since we've walked to school together, Michiru.
昨日も二人きりだったはずですけど、私たちの記憶では久しぶりですね。
Yeah, I'd been leaving it 2DD a lot before now. Speaking of, what's going on with her anyway?
昨日母屋の方に国際電話がありました。前倒しで来日するそうです。
Was there a message for me?
あったと思います。
What was it?
いいえ、兄様に電話を代わってほしいと頼まれましたが、丁重に切らせていただきました。
How could I have expected anything less from you? Poor DD though. Well, it wasn't a big deal. I'd get to see her again in a few days anyway.
学校か？
Crow unexpectedly showed her face. Morning.
おはよう。だな。
There was no more evidence of last night's sad feelings in her cheerful smile. I presumed our mates must have made her one heck of a breakfast.
おはようございます。クロさん。ミッチェルもおはよう。
Crow looked a little bashful as she returned the greeting. I guess I really should have asked her to say "nya" last night after all. But more importantly, we are both stepping out for a little bit, so be a good girl while we are gone. Are you alright?
大丈夫じゃ。何の問題もない。
Are you really going to be alright?
なんだかミチルに見送られていた頃のことを思い出しますね。我が輩は子供ではないのだがな。
Well, how about after school we'll go out and buy a phone for you?
おお、あれか。
Crow's eyes sparkled with excitement.
それはいいな。早 早く帰ってくるがよい。なんなら学校など休んだらどうだ？
Quit asking impossibilities of me. She really was a child.
それではとっとと行ってこい。
While Crow raised her voice in encouragement at us, it was obvious her mind was focused on something other than trying to get us to school on time. That reminds me about that getup Crow was wearing. What's up with that? She naturally wasn't within earshot of us by now, so I opted to ask Michiru about that.
あの服と言われましても、私にはわかりませんが。
Oh, that's right.
珍しいですね。兄様が私の目のことを忘れるなんて。
Well, that getup did leave quite an impression on me. It was basically a parka with cat ears.
それなら私のお古でしょう。
It's yours?
何年か前、メイドさんたちにプレゼントされた覚えがありますが。
I've never seen you wearing that. If I had seen Michiru wearing that outfit, it would have been so cute that I would have surely remembered it.
どんな見た目でも私は気にしませんが、あいにくパーカーは耳が隠れてしまうので。
Oh, I see what you mean. I guess considering how Michiru's sense of hearing was of utmost importance in her day-to-day life, any clothing which covered up the ears wouldn't do at all.
でも、兄様がそういう趣味でいらっしゃるなら、ミチルは喜んで、猫にでも、犬にでも、コスロリにでもなりますよ。
I'll think about it. That wasn't even a joke. I was dead serious. What a smorgasbord for my eyes that'd be. I'll just have to take my time and seriously consider it. Well, anyway, I had the same kind of feeling when little Michiru was with us too, but I don't really like to leave someone on their own at home while we're at school.
クロさんが何をしでかすかわからないという不安ですか？
No, more like I just feel a bit of pity about doing that or something.
そうですね。私は学園では兄様と離れ離れになるのでありがたみを感じていませんでしたが。
I've said this a million times before, but try concealing your real intentions sometime, especially given the circumstances.
いっそクロさんも学園に通わせてみてはいかがでしょう。
Ignoring what I just said, eh? Well, that's not a bad idea, actually. Unlike little Michiru, Chrono was certainly able to pass off as someone roughly around our age. But she didn't have any official documentation. She certainly wouldn't be in the family register. Perhaps we could invoke the name of Savatari to expedite things, but for some reason I felt hesitant about wanting to drag my family into that.
何かよからぬことを考えていらっしゃいますね。
Hey, I'm thinking here. Stop trying to read my mind.
それだけは無理なご相談です。
Michiru showed me her usual innocent smile as she giggled at me. My sister was evidently happy that the two of us were walking to school together again. At any rate, I was happy about it too.